Ah, look, I think it will be tough, because at the end of the day, again, we're playing at home, and people expect us to win, so it's extra pressure for us. But we're used to playing under pressure for us, and look, it won't be an easy game. Yeah, like always, Sundowns and Ahly, it's always a tough game to play. Yeah.
The match that you played down in Egypt, you obviously played in front of supporters. How was that feeling? Finally playing in front of supporters versus not playing where there's no fans?
Look, I think it felt good, but at the same time, again, they were pushing their team, which was a plus for them. But compared with us here, we don't have fans in the stadium. So look, it was a good feeling, but at the same time, again, it added pressure on us. But when you go to North Africa, the stadiums are always full. But we're used to it now. Yeah.
Any other questions from the floor?
Kennedy, Simon Burke, SABC News. Is there a buzz about the club to have Pitso imminent in your sights? He means so much to Sundowns. There must be a sense of excitement to be hosting him.
I didn't pick up your question.
Pitso Mosamani returning to the club that he is so influential in. There must be a sense of excitement around the club. Is there a buzz? What are the players feeling like to be hosting? Is it have been instructed by Pitso this time round?
Look, I think, he was our coach, but at the same time, it's not about the coach, it's about our team, Sundowns and Ahly. So I think for us, it's to go into the game and do what we have to do, because at the end of the day, I think we all have respect for Coach Pitso, because a lot of us we are being coached by him. But I have to say that it's about Sundowns and Ahly, not us and Coach Pitso. Yeah. I think for us, we're in the good space. I think that's what we wanted to do, to collect points as soon as possible. And look, pressure now, we still have pressure, but not as much as the other teams following us. And but for us, it's to continue winning and maintain our first spot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tsapang here from Sokala Duma. To Kennedy, last year there was this whole thing with the fans having a go at Pitso, using foul language as well. Would you, this year, love to see maybe the Sundowns fans showing a bit more respect to the coach, considering what he's done for the club?
I think that question, it wasn't supposed to come to me. I think it has to go to the management for at Sundowns. I think for me it's about just talking about the game between Ahly and Sundowns, and I think those are management issues. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Kennedy, there's a lot of subplots, going into this game. Obviously you would love to play at your base in Pretoria, but you're playing at the FNB Stadium, and that's where the enemy, if you like, in the PSL plays, KZ Chiefs. Just your thoughts around, playing such a massive game away from home and at the home of one of the biggest enemies of Sundowns. Thank you.
Look, I think first game we also played away. We played in Rustenburg, and look, there's nothing we can do. We have to go and play at FNB. But at the end of the day, we're playing at home. We're at home. We're used to play at FNB. So I think it's about the country at the moment, not about the PSL. So I think we're okay with it. And we're looking forward for Saturday.
Hi, Kennedy, it's Lorenzo from Itoski Times. Obviously, you pulled off one of the biggest performances of the Champions League against Al Ahly. How do you manage to achieve something like that at your age, and being in second in command to Dennis Onyango? What keeps you motivated and confident in that manner?
I think one thing is to remain positive always, and you must train smart, especially when you're at my age. So I think it all goes back to training and the kind of training we do with Coach Wendell. Look, I'm not that too old, 37. against your push. So for me, I think it's you just have to look after yourself. You have to see what you put in your system. The rest you have. So I think it's always looking after yourself, and you cannot cheat football at the end of the day. Yeah.
Good morning, Kennedy, and good morning to the colleagues. Kennedy, I just want to check something here with you. Both you guys played on Tuesday. Obviously, it's almost like a short turnaround, but you guys are at home, didn't get to travel, and Ahly had to travel a long distance. Do you think that that thing of them having traveled will almost work in you guys' favor because you have rested more? I don't want to say you are well rested, but you have rested better than them.
I think our coaches have done a lot with us. I think one thing we must not take advantage of is us thinking that because we are at home and we have rested a bit and Ahly have been playing games. I think that is the biggest thing we can we can do. I think we'll take the game as serious as possible, because we know whether they have rested or not. We just have to do our best, because if we don't have to take this game like in a light way, but we just have to work extra hard, because we know that whether they rested or they didn't, they'll come at us. So we just have to be prepared. Yeah.
All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Tamba Shabanana, Joseph from Sports. Kennedy, the resurgence of your career has come when some of us never expected it, and you pulled one of the biggest saves of the match, if not of the tournament last week in Egypt. Tell me, how much of it makes you want to go further even in the tournament? I mean, I'm even looking at what happens now if Dennis Onyango comes back. Is it a good headache for you that he's coming back? I'm still going to go on and perform the way I've been if I'm given a chance, or you just say, okay, my time was there when he was not there? How do you play around that? Because I know you guys are quite close and looking at that. And if I may add just a little one as well, you won 6-0 against a junior team. They won 3-0 against the biggest rival in Egypt. Does that make any difference in terms of the mindset of you guys?
Thank you. Can you just firstly about Ahly's experience and their ability to come back in this game?
I think even Sundowns have been in this space before. Yeah, we saw what happened last night, Real Madrid and PSG. But we don't want to fall in that space as well. But we've got a couple of players who are experienced as well in our team. We know Ahly the experience. But I don't think we will be able to fall victims for that, because we know that this game means a lot to us as well, because we want to hit the nine points after 3 games or after 4 games already. So for us, I think I don't think that. But football being what it is, I don't think we'll be in that space, because. Our coaches always preach about being humble and concentrate the whole 90 minutes. Yeah.
Then Kennedy, just about your own role of the very good first leg performance against Ahly.
I think that has passed. Now we're looking at the second leg now at home again. It's a different ball game. For us, that game has passed. We won, and it has gone. I think we have to look forward for Saturday, and then because it's a different ball game again. Yeah.
I think the question also was just about you in relation to the other goalkeepers in the camp, of course, just as colleagues, and also competing, of course, for that starting lineup position.
Look, I think at Sundowns we've got a health competition, especially in goalkeeping, and. Whoever the coach chooses to play this game, I think there will be no hard feelings, because we know we've been working like that all the years. So for me or for Dennis to come back, I think it's good for the team, and because the competition will be high, and if they decide to play Dennis or me, that wouldn't be a problem. And like I said, we'll continue working, yeah.
I think a last question from you, Sandile, online there, before we wrap up with Kennedy.
Thank you. Morning, everyone. Kennedy, I think you were in the squads that won the Champions League in 2015 and the CAF Super Cup in 2016 as well. When you're looking at just the potential of the squad that you're with now, compared to the team that obviously conquered the continent back then, where do you think is the strength of the current squad? Thank you.
Look, it's very difficult to compare the two teams because the current team, there's a lot of young players and who are willing to work, and they've got big heart compared. You can't compare the other one in the 2016 because we had already matured and experienced players, but on this one we still have to bring a lot of youngsters, but they are willing to learn, and that is very important and encouraging to see that youngsters wants to do their best. And for me, I think we are hitting the right direction as a club here. Yeah.